Warning, this article contains spoilers from The Last of Us series and game fans of The Last of Us have been left heartbroken after it looked like it could be curtains for gruff survivalist Joel Miller, played by Pedro Pascal. He was left badly injured while trying to protect Ellie Williams, Bella Ramsey, as the pair fled from raiders after they turned up at another vacated compound once thought to be the haunt of the Fireflies. Ellie managed to find an empty cabin where she was holed up with Joel, who was bleeding out from his wounds. Does Joel die in The Last of Us? The teen was despairing after it looked like her father figure could be taken from her forever and she would be left to fend for herself out in the wilderness. Fans will have to wait and see if Joel dies in The Last of Us TV series, with HBO giving very little away. The preview for Episode 7 was noticeably absent of Joel and the focus on Ellie in what appeared to be a flashback sequence. HBO seems to be leaving things on a cliffhanger, with viewers waiting an agonizing week to see if Joel succumbs to his injuries. The Last of Us streaming. How to watch The Last of Us in the UK. HBO's post-apocalyptic drama series The Last of Us launched with a feature-length premiere. The show imagines a post-pandemic world populated by the last vestiges of humanity, with one girl offering a ray of hope. The Last of Us is led by Game of Thrones alumni Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, playing Joel and Ellie respectively, who are traveling across America on a desperate mission to escape from a quarantine zone. Given Pascal and Ramsey are the two big stars of the show, it would seem like a big risk to kill off one of their characters so early on in the story. Moreover, there are so many more adventures for Ellie and Joel to embark on, so it would seem he could live to fight another day. However, there is a more definitive answer about Joel's fate in The Last of Us video game, and those hoping to avoid spoilers should stop reading now. Joel's death is a brutal and prolonged ordeal in the game, with fellow survivalist Abby Anderson, Laura Bailey, taking revenge on him. Abby murdered Joel by beating him to death with a golf club after he ironically saved her from the infected. Joel and his brother Tommy, Gabriel Luna, took Abby back to the mansion, where she was staying with her group. But things took a sinister turn after Abby recognized Joel and hauled him away to be tortured, while Tommy was knocked out. She shot Joel in the leg but made sure the wound was tightly bound, so he wouldn't bleed to death. As she beat him, Abby asked Joel if he remembered her, but he didn't seem to recognize her. Ellie rushed to the scene after learning what was happening and tried to beg the group to stop. But her pleas were ignored, with Ellie desperately asking Joel to just stand up. Joel was killed by Abby, who did it in revenge for him killing her father while rescuing Ellie from the Fireflies. In the game, Ellie later sought out Abby and wanted to take revenge on her for killing Joel. However, at the last moment, she decided to spare Abby, who had taken the life of the only father figure she'd ever had. Whether the TV series follows the trajectory of the video game remains to be seen. With The Last of Us renewed for Season 2, it seems premature to have killed Joel off, and it's likely he could live to see another day but meet his maker later on. The Last of Us airs on HBO and HBO Max in America on Sundays at 9 p.m. EST and on Sky Atlantic, and now in the UK on Mondays at 2 a.m. and 9 p.m.